Okay, let's work with products. Basically, we will be adding products, viewing them, updating them, deleting all the operations with products. So first we will be creating our storing products, basically the page where we can add products, right? So if we go to our markup, add product, this page will be set up this page inside Laravel, and this is the link, right? Add product. So simply, if we let's set it, if we go to our products folder and then let's create a new blade file called create, and we will create some files. Create the index, the details, right? Well, we'll be creating many folders, but first let's set up the create file. So let's create a route for it first. Web.php, this is our dashboards route. Let's comment this out, and routes for products will be here. Okay, now if we say a route for product, basically the create, details, right, store, update, might be we can see many things, edited, right? So if we say simply we say products or product, basically products, and then let's create a model controller and database for product, I mean migration file. To do this, let's comment this out, and if I go to my terminal, PHP artisan make model, the name of the model will be product, and then flag mcr, basically let's say it mc, the migration file and controller. So if I enter, now it's created model and migration file as well, and the controller as well, right? So let's open the controller, say product controller, right? And then go to web and product controller, right? And you don't need to say that. Basically we will use the resource, right? Resource route. Resource route, right? So inside, when we use the resource route, we don't need to define the methods. We don't need to say that go to this method and that method, right? So we'll simply call the controller, and inside controller we have, for example, different methods like index, and then we have create, admin products create, and then it will simply redirect us to create if we are calling create file, right? So let's check. So if I go to my browser and then say products create, okay, there's no page that's detecting. If we go to product and say hello world, that's it, it's fine. Okay, now let's extend the layout, admin, layouts, master, and then the section, content, and section contents. Let me just check it. Okay, that's fine. And okay, if I open this in my text editor, and I'll simply need some areas. I'll simply need this row, right? This row, because this row contains all the contents that we need. This is the row, and then if I open the inside browser, okay, this is add product file is working, and the title is missing as well. So for that we have been set a yield for that. So we'll call this yield page, and the page name is, sorry, we are creating yield, but we have to call this yield. The name is add product. That's it, right? Okay, one thing is wrong. As I've mentioned that we are using Laravel collective, so we will not use the traditional HTML, right? So we'll simply if we go to Laravel collective, it will provide us a way we can, you know, change our markup. We will basically use the Laravel collective for our forms. So we don't use this tags, the HTML tags. Simply we will use the Laravel collective. Let's see how we can use this. So for opening a form, we will simply copy this and let's paste it here, and then closing, for closing, just copy and paste it here. And then how we can manage the forms, basically if you go through the documentation, you will understand each and everything is explained about Laravel collective on its official documentation, right? So let's go real quick outside the Laravel collective here, and if I go to how we can set up a label, right? This is our label. So if I set this up inside Laravel collective, so I'll say form, we need a label, product name, and the title is product name, cut, and let's check this, it's working fine. And then for inputs, we need again form, okay, define your type, which would be text, and the name is product name or title, so we can say product. And then let's pass a class, form control, and border input, and then we have placeholder, for example MacBook Pro. Okay, you can see this is now inside Laravel collective, and this is very useful. You will see inside again in the future how it is useful. So I'll pause the video and I'll do all of them because I don't want to waste your time to see the boring content. So simply I will pause the video and do all of the operations here, right? So okay, it's done. Basically the form group and the labels, text, the price, the text area, the file, and the how it's good. Basically this is the beauty of Laravel and Laravel collective, the packages. So that's why we're using framework, so we don't need to use the markup, right? So I think that's enough for this video. It's because it's quite long, and in the next video will be work how we can add product, I mean how we can save product to database. So let's see in the next video.